All right, so I'm in Dubai, and I know what you're thinking. Oh, is it during the war and this, that, and how is the missiles happening? Yes, this is me filming on the exact fucking day. But as I'm filming this, I want to give you guys a message, and I don't have a specific intent with this video because I think the situation itself is enough of a message or a concept or whatever it is. But I'm not gonna get into like politics and war and like just doing rubbish conspiracies and whys. Like I don't care. Okay, I genuinely don't care. In fact, I would say you should focus on not giving a fuck about it because again, this is just propaganda and the way media is just gonna like literally try and like distract you. And I've never been one for that anyways. But what I am gonna say is from the situation, I literally learned so much about humanity, and I wouldn't even say learned because it's things that I've already known. It's already concepts that I'm familiar with, but it was just like it got magnified as I'm here and living amongst all these fucking people, and that's when I realized like people are just like I got disappointed. I was so disappointed in humanity, and I'm not even surprised at this point. Like I'm not even surprised. Yesterday, I saw this nice fireball, okay? A nice fireball just like coming down, hitting the ground. And it was like 1,000 miles away, okay? And it was in the middle of my boxing session. I was punching the bag. And I saw this happening and I heard a bang, I heard a noise. So I was just like, oh, yo, what's happening? I saw the fireball. And then I just saw people running. Like literally everybody running, okay? Some of them were taking a video and running the other way, and I saw one person even trip on themselves. And this was a fucking full grown dude, bro. Like a full grown dude. Because obviously, well, that fucking fireball was gonna hit him and kill him. And that's when I realized, like, people really just give into fear and panic so easily. They give into it so easily. And this applies to business because with business, even when I first started out, I felt this and it related to me because when anybody's really trying to do something great, it's always going to be the average people who are going to try and say, oh, like, this won't work out, or it's too risky, or this, that. And it's always just fear coming in. And it's normal human nature where one negative emotion or bias can outweigh 1,000 positive ones, and that's why people give up. That's why a lot of people just give up because that one negative fear really like overrules their entire behavior and action in the future, and that's what stops them. So that's the first thing that I realized what fear and panic can just really do to people. And the second thing I realized is that's the mass. Okay, that's your competition, by the way. I'm coming here with fucking good news. Like that's your competition out there, literally. And those same people, they cannot think freely. They just cannot think freely. That's what I realized. Like these guys, like so many, like literally the mass. Like, firstly, why would you just go and shit on Dubai now? Because it's unsafe. Like why? Like it's still Dubai. It's still the UAE. You going in London and walking on the street with a Rolex on your wrist is more dangerous than even right now in this situation. Even with fucking fireballs in the sky, bro. Like literally. Yeah, that's the first thing. The second, I realized so many people are trying to like go somewhere outskirts and flee and literally overreact because it's safer there. And what I was thinking, do you really think the government is gonna look at more of these outskirt places to anticipate these things, or the Burj Khalifa? Like, do you think they're really going to protect that over this? Like, let's say they had to choose. What would you fucking pick? Like, what do you think they would pick? Like, if a missile really just fucking comes through and hits a civilian building or something, like, dude, do you understand the level of furiation that these guys are gonna have? Like, the UAE rulers, I respect them so much. I think they are absolute A tier and they will definitely protect their people. So, do you really think that they're just gonna stay silent from that? Do you really think that's the case? No. Okay? So that's what I realized. Second thing, people don't know how to make moves on the chessboard when there's real pressure and real stress. Because that's actually when it counts. And that's about business. Okay? In business, you're gonna have so much stress. There's actually gonna be so many things where shit just really goes wrong. And that's why a lot of people, they give into fear, they give into panic, and then they just make even worse decisions. They cannot think 5 moves ahead. As Patrick Bet David said, he's made a whole book on this. But You really want to look at the chessboard and understand that sometimes making no move is the best move, and that is still a move. Just doing nothing, that is a move in itself. And especially sometimes when there's so much fear and panic, and obviously it depends on the situation. Like this one, the best move is really no move. Like, I'm not gonna go and move somewhere outskirts. I anyways cannot fly out of the country. The airports are shut. So why am I gonna do anything? Why am I gonna move somewhere where it's even more like riskier? Like a missile could drop from there, a missile could drop from here. I don't fucking know that. That's the future. That's uncertain. So I might as well just stay here. Like it's literally common sense. It's basic common sense. Unless a missile literally just came right there, then I would probably go and think, oh yeah, okay, maybe I need to go somewhere. But that's not the case. That's not what's happened. Okay. And again, I'm living in I'm not even living in like downtown really popular areas, and it's safe here, bro. Like there's people walking around. They're enjoying the nice weather. They're chilling. They're literally chilling. Yesterday I saw somebody on the road, like they were literally packing their entire things. God knows where the hell they were going, but like it's insane. Like I'm not saying don't take precautions. And then also a lot of people outside the country, most of my friends and my family, obviously they're messaging me, dude, are you safe? A lot of people I haven't spoken to in like months are messaging me, bro, are you safe? You okay? Let me know if you need anything. And I really appreciate it. I'm not saying don't do that. It's very much okay to do that and check in on the people here. But like, don't worry, okay? The media is always going to make it look worse. The civilians will be the last ones to get hurt. And UAE is not even like in the war. Like they've never even been in war. So even if they were, you would know that weeks in advance. This would not have just happened out of fucking nowhere and just like come out of nowhere. Okay, if that's the sort of situation, then yeah, probably I would just think fuck off out of here and then leave. But that's not what's happened. So that's the next thing, I guess. And look, overall to say, I think what I also realized, so many people, they can just switch up instantly when shit goes south and shit goes bad. You know, like how a girl, like when a guy just goes through a lot of shit in his life and shit just starts going south and goes bad, and then they just switch up and they leave. It's exactly those kind of situations where people now, they're just leaving the city thinking it's not safe anymore. Like you're still in Dubai, bro. Like you're still in Dubai. Second thing is they're also going on social media and they're shitting on the place. Like, oh, it's not safe anymore. And they're just trying to do all these things to get views. And in my eyes, it was just like so unauthentic. And third thing is, dude, like I literally tomorrow I'm going to go and speak to the rulers and tell them, dude, you should not let these guys back in. You should not let these guys into the fucking country. Remove their fucking residence and just kick them out. Send them out. They're not loyal. They're not the people. They're the same ones that kept bragging before, it's such a safe place, or I'm getting all these tax benefits. Is that, bro, like, I would rather have missile threats than still pay that tax. Like, literally, bro. I would still live in that place than pay my taxes like that. And I'm still living safe here. I'm still living safe here. Okay? So many people that just switched up. And that's what I realized. Like, when things really get hard is when you can really see the minority of people that actually have some level of free thinking, have some level of adversity quotient, and some level of bravery and just stoicism. That is what I've realized. It's okay for the girls and the women to just be a bit scared and panic and fear, but if you're a guy especially, like, you just cannot panic and just go into feel like that. Like, I'm sorry, you just cannot do that. But anyways, that's the video. No specific lesson, I guess. Just the situation, what I've realized, thing that's just been running in my mind for the last 1.5 days. And I thought I'd just make a video on it. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.